What's going on here in the Beat Sessions? I'm your host, Mitchell Weary. We're looking at the self-titled release from Vince Staples, which he put out on July 9th. This is his fourth studio record. It's his follow-up to 2018's FM. And in traditional fashion, this thing is over in the blink of an eye before you know it. It's my only criticism of him. And in all fairness, it's not even a criticism. It's just me whining about wanting more. I think all of you can relate to that. I will say on a positive note, the 22-minute runtime allows for multiple listens. And like all of his stuff, you can just throw this thing on repeat and listen to it over and over again. Lots of great music, lots of wonderful lyrics that tell great stories. I mean, just a phenomenal project from start to finish. I would argue that it kind of does border on EP territory because two of these tracks are spoken word tracks. You can kind of make that argument, but whatever. There's room for that later. This thing is definitely worth the time to listen to. Vince Staples, just absolutely love his style. He's got this smooth, velvety flow. Just great wordplay, great rhyme schemes, incredibly poetic as well. Just paints these vivid pictures for his listener. And on this particular record, he talks about being a little more personal, talks about exploring the misguided ventures of his youth, some of that stuff that led to his involvement in gangs. Something that he's been very outspoken about, and to this day he's involved in community outreach, trying to keep young people out of gangs. And so it's cool to just, I guess, get more of like a personal feel about him reflecting on that time in his life where it's led to other people, sadly. And as we all know, pretty much the result of being involved in something like that more often than not isn't good. And so there are definitely reflections on, being able to get out of that and the positive changes that came about in his life because of his ability to do that. So a lot of dark material on this, but there are those light elements on this album that I absolutely love. Kenny Beats is back in production, which makes the music on this thing absolutely incredible. It's got this low-key trap influence, nice R&B influence there as well, and great instrumentation that gives each one of the tracks its own bit of personality. But the production is just so phenomenal, done in a way that really allows Vince's voice to be at the forefront and the highlight of all of these tracks. So I absolutely love that about Kenny and his work, and really should be looked at as a fine example for young producers who are wanting to get into this field of how to make music, sound good and pleasant and all the things. I'm a big believer in just allowing DJs to add that extra bass, make things hit hard and bang the way they should. Really just a lot of great nuance and just a very chill record to listen to. Loving it for that reason. Opens up with Are You With That? Great track. It's got this dreamy synth that drives it. And just right off the bat, you're getting that just incredible flow and wordplay that I talked about. Law of Averages is the second track. R&B vocal, very laid-back, chill song with this slight orchestra, intermittent riff that just comes in. It's really well done, very nicely nuanced. I've heard a lot of comparisons to Bon Iver on this track and some other things that he's done, and I find that hilarious. I love Bon Iver. I hear the influence. I completely agree with it. And it really is a testament to Vince working with Kenny and all the different styles that they're drawing on, including the song The Shining. It's got this electro pop feel. Definitely feels like something that, you could do multiple remixes with it. Hip hop, electronic. It's one of those tracks that really shows off their diversity together. Taking Trips has got this dreamy, chill summer vibe. And then I'm really loving the song Take Me Home, the flamenco guitar that drives that track. But from start to finish, like I said, this is a solid 22 minutes. You're going to listen to it over and over again. Definitely giving it a strong vinyl, please. And hope you enjoy it and find this review helpful in the process of doing so. Please like and share this video. Subscribe to my channel, the live show. I announced it was going to be back on September 5th. I'm realizing now that it's probably Labor Day weekend, more than likely, actually. So we'll be back on September 12th with guests. Lots of good stuff lined up. Big celebration of 1991 because 30 years ago, it's a big time in music. Lots of very epic albums released. And in the meantime, take care of yourselves, and we'll see you next time on the Beat Sessions.